everybody, welcome to the next episode of Jedi vs. Society Minimalism. Let's talk about it. So within Star Wars, we do see that Jedi are kind of considered like monks. They live a minimalist lifestyle. How do we know this? Well, we know that they own a lightsaber, we know that they own their robes, and that's basically it. They don't really have any credits to their name, and they really don't own property of any kind. Now the Jedi Order, the Jedi organization, does own Jedi temples. They are mostly government funded, as well as funded through the missions that they accomplish as a whole. And this supports a more socialist lifestyle that the Jedi Order operates from. See, Jedi Knights and Jedi Padawans, they have apartments, they have living spaces at the Jedi Temple. They have food that's provided for them at the Jedi Temple. They have transports that are provided for them at the Jedi Temple. So their organization provides all these necessities of life for them, as well as funding for when they go on missions. They are always allowed a certain stipend of credits, of money to spend as needed on their missions, especially when it comes to food. So we see a very minimalistic lifestyle for the individual Jedi, so that seems to support it. However, we have to consider that the Jedi Temple itself is actually pretty ornate. It actually has a lot of facilities and a lot of resources available. It has an entire archive, an entire library available. It has meditation rooms and trees and fountains. It has training rooms and meditation pillows. It has everything that a Jedi might need. It has facilities. It has all these different things available to the Jedi. But we're not part of a Jedi Order that's government funded that allows us some sort of socialism lifestyle. Instead, we build our own Jedi temples here where we're at, wherever that might be. Whether that's renting a room, whether that's living out of your parents' house, whether that's owning your own house, your own apartment, wherever. Doesn't really matter. Wherever you are, you're building your own Jedi temple. And that means you're gonna add your own items of luxury to that. Things that we see available in the Jedi Temple of Star Wars. Things like a library, or hey, media so that you can watch Star Wars and take notes and dig into it, right? That we build a meditation area, or we have trees or plants or things of that nature. We have all these things. We have to provide our own food, we have to provide our own shelter. So we're kind of beholden in this world that we live in the society that we live in. Kind of demands that we take a different approach. Now that doesn't mean you can't live a minimalistic lifestyle, but how much and how far, well, that's something that you have to determine for yourself. Now in the Jedi path, we have what we call the APBP test, right? And that stands for applicable, practical, beneficial, and positive. And you have to ask, well, how applicable is it to my life? How practical is it for me to live by? Is it beneficial for me to live by? And does it have a positive effect on my life and those around me? With minimalism, you're gonna have to dig into it. Ask that question. How far down the APBP test can you go until it's a no on that, until it's not practical? For some people, they might be able to really embrace that monk lifestyle and only own just a few things, right? For other people, especially those with families, well, they're gonna be on the higher end there of what they really need to provide support. And that's gonna come with its own complications and its own challenges. Either way has their own challenges and their own complications. Life isn't easy either way. Also, the other lesson we can apply here is on attachment. In Star Wars, attachment is forbidden. We are taught this. And that means possessions. And what that means is, look, don't risk your life for this, okay? Don't risk your life for material possessions. Understand where the value is. Understand when value has run out. Things break, nothing lasts forever, right? Things get stolen, You have to understand and be willing to allow things to go, not to be attached to possessions. So that's where our attachment lesson kind of comes in. So that's something to consider as well. So minimalism does have a place within the Jedi lifestyle. It is encouraged by our fiction, but we have to bring in that APBP test to determine just how much works for our individual lives. I build my Jedi temple, I have my trinkets, I have my Jedi archive, I have my data, my media here. I have things that I've built around and things that I value that add to my experience as a human and as a Jedi. But all this stuff's gonna go eventually. I'm gonna go eventually. So the attachment is brought down somewhat there, and that's a part of our path. So APBP test it, you'll find your own bar of minimalism that works for you. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you can throw them in the comments below. Keep this series going. You know where the buttons are. May the Force be with you.
We like to think we have some form of control still, making our constant binary choices and voicing our equally shallow opinions more loudly or quietly. Most people can't even decide what color to wear or which burger to eat. What the does it matter, man? Autonomy is an illusion.